Let's see if this lady know what she's talking about. As you can see by this hand, this may be interesting.
Collard greens are a southern staple year-round, but today I'm showing you how I like to make them just in time for barbecue season. Forget kale
Yeah, she got that southern accent. I think she knows what she's talking about a little bit.
and spinach. Collard greens are where it's at for me. Listen, they're packed with nutrition even when they're swimming in butter and bacon. Just saying. They're very affordable. You can even get them already trimmed in a big bag for about $5. Some people are more intimidated when you buy them by the bunch, but I'm showing you how easy it is. You'll see the leaves are really big and hearty, but what is not so
Those look healthy.
delicious is the stem, especially towards the bottom. It can be a little bit woodsy and tough, so you just want to remove that
That's where all the flavor be at, though.
before cooking. I like to just kind of fold it in half and then just peel the stem right out, and then you're left with the leaf. If a little bit of the
Now this video is 6 minutes long, but every time my mom make these, they take like 3 hours. I don't know if that's normal though.
stem is left at the top of the leaf, it's okay because that part
I don't
is
know how
pretty
good
tender.
these are about to
It
be if
doesn't
she
take
made them
long
in
to
6
just pick the
minutes.
stems out of each one. If you're making a lot of collard greens for a huge crowd, then a good way to do it is to kind of stack them on top of each other, fold them in half, and then run your knife down the stem, and that'll pull out, you know, more than one at a time. I like to go ahead and do this step before I wash them because it's just a lot easier. So you're probably going to need to give your cutting board a rinse too. You can also eat
Yeah, you should definitely probably wash them before this process. I don't know how this goes, so I've never made these.
collard greens without cooking them. They make a delicious slaw, or you could do the same thing that you do like with a kale Caesar. You can do it with collard greens. Once you've removed the stems, just discard them, and now it's time to cut the greens. There's a couple different ways you can cut them. Some people like just torn, big, you know, pieces like that, and sometimes people like them a little bit shredded.
I don't like those. You gotta cut them good.
But regardless, I like to kind of stack them up and work with multiple leaves at a time. Kind of roll them together, and then I kind of go down the center, stack them again, and then
See, she has a technique. That means she's done this a lot of times. Let me look at her nails real quick. The nails. She might know what she's doing. If her nails were too nice, you know, that means she don't really get down and dirty. You know what I'm saying?
just
And she got a wedding ring. So she's feeding somebody really good. So she might know what she's doing right here.
chop away, and you're left with pieces like this. Here's the thing. This looks like a lot of
I think they definitely need to be cut more though.
collard greens. These cook down just like spinach does, but if you think about all that you ate in its raw state, see, you're still getting the benefits. If you want them more shredded, you'll do the same thing. We're gonna stack them up again, roll them, and then run your knife along to shred them. This is called chiffonade. You do this sometimes with fresh herbs.
Yeah, that's a little better. That's a little better.
And then you're left with smaller pieces. Doesn't really matter. However
Gotta cut them a little bit more though.
you want to do it is fine. Because they grow right in the dirt, you'll find that they are often dirty or sandy, especially close.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta wash them. Tell me if I'm mistaken. You wash them before you cut them? I don't know. I don't be watching my mom do this. Usually when she's making collard greens, I'm somewhere else. Then I just pull up when it's ready.
To the bottom. So once you've cut them, we're going to submerge them in water to wash them. You can just do it in a salad spinner or just fill your sink or a large bowl with some water and let them submerge into that kind of water. That's how you're going to get all that grit to fall to the bottom.
We gotta rinse them off again.
You don't just really want to run them under a sink, or sometimes it just doesn't come out. This recipe starts
I hope that wasn't the only time that those are washed.
out by cooking up some bacon. The fat from the bacon is going to render in the same pot we cook our collards in and carry throughout the dish. We know that fat is a good transfer of flavor. I'm just going to get them
Can't rely on that though.
cut up so that they're kind of crumbled.
This is gonna be very important how you season these because I'm not sure exactly how to season collard greens, but I could tell if it's gonna be good or bad though. You can't rely on the flavor of the bacon though, for sure.
As they cook, a lot of people use maybe some smoked turkey legs or
She knows what she's talking about.
ham hocks. Bacon is my favorite in collard greens. It's got that smokiness, but it also has that good fat. With our bacon, we're gonna add in some onion. We're gonna cook these onions down till they're sweet and super tender in that bacon fat. Y'all, that's one of the best smells. I kinda like thin slices or julienne slices of onion. They cook down very mildly. And then finally, I'll chop up a couple cloves of garlic to add to this. You're just gonna need a large pot. You know, when I'm making like a mal type dish, I like to use mal.
I wonder if she's soaking them right now, because I be seeing my mom soak them for a long time. That's probably what takes a long time.
Pot. To get our bacon going, I'm gonna kind of give it a little help with a little bit of olive oil. That's just gonna help the fat kind of render out. And then to that, we will add our bacon. You don't want your pot super hot when you add in your bacon. You want it to kind of heat up together. That's gonna help render the fat out a little better. And then we're just gonna cook the bacon until it's nice and crispy. At that point, we'll add in our onions and our garlic. Oh, I wish you could smell it. All right, our onions are soft and translucent. Our bacon is crispy. We'll get the collards in, fry them up a little bit. Once you've got that first load kind of cooked down, push it down and add more. Once our greens are all in there and starting to cook down, we're gonna add in our chicken broth.
I swear every mother cooks collard greens first. When they say they're about to throw down, collard greens first, and then it just have the whole house just smell like she cooking something. But it's really just collard greens though.
Our chicken stock, some salt, pepper, and crushed red pepper. At this,
Yeah, that ain't enough right there.
add in our chicken broth, our chicken stock, some salt, pepper,
Gotta put some more.
and crushed red pepper.
That ain't enough salt or pepper.
At this point, this is
And whatever the things are, the last thing she just sprinkled, you gotta put some more of that too.
our chicken stock, some salt, pepper, and crushed red pepper. At this point, this is where you kind of make it your own. You know, I kind of add a few other things here and there sometimes. Other additions you can kind of put in are like a pinch of sugar to take out some of the bitterness. I like
Nah, I ain't messing with that.
to put some vinegar in there, a little apple cider vinegar, hot sauce, you know.
There's probably a lot of stuff added in food that I don't really know about it though. Like when people be making chicken and put like mustard and stuff on it. But it just tastes good. But if I would have seen them do it, then I probably wouldn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But I'm gonna stick to this 5-star recipe from All Recipes. We'll bring these up to a simmer, then cover it and turn it on low and let them cook for about 45 minutes. They're totally
45
edible
minutes
at this point, but for true Southern style collard greens, we're gonna let them go. The time has come. Our greens are nice and tender. Look at that. Just look at that. Got that deep, rich.
See, I was concerned about the coloring here. You see how they look right here? I didn't want to say nothing, but I didn't know if that was, you know, how it's supposed to look. I don't want to seem ignorant, you know? But I was definitely worried this part of the video.
That first load, kind of let them cook for about 45 minutes. They're totally edible at this point, but
Yeah, like when she said that, that's when I was like, I don't know. I was just thinking about it though.
for true Southern style collard greens, we're gonna let them go. The time has come. Our greens are nice and tender. Look at that.
This is how they supposed to look.
Just look at that.
The steam.
Got that deep, rich green. The onions have really just cooked to nothing, so there's nothing not to like about that.
Yeah, that's
Give
how
it
it's
a little
supposed to look.
Taste. These are gonna be so perfect. I've got some barbecue chicken, a little cornbread. If you haven't tried collards alongside your barbecue, now's the time.
You know, she talking about a little bit for sure.
The way the bacon fat kind of coats those greens in a good way, not a gross way, it's just so good. Those Southern folks know a thing or two about food, I'm telling you. I hope you'll give this collard green recipe a try, and when you do, don't forget to tag me. What Southern specialty or summer side
Nicole.
would you like me to teach you how to make next? Let me know in the comments below. Now, get to cooking. See you next.
I trust Nicole. I trust her collard greens. You know, I'd say more salt, more pepper, more of the other stuff, you know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't be scared of her collard greens. I wouldn't be scared of them.